Hello, graphic arts students. In this video tutorial series, you're going to be learning how to make a mouse pad that looks pretty similar to this one. Okay? Yours is actually going to be square, not round, but it's going to look pretty similar to this one. And we're going to be using the lab for this. Okay? So for this project, we're going to be spray painting some letters onto the mouse pad. It's a pretty cool effect. So here's some spray paint. So a couple of the keys with spray paint is, number one, you must always have a teacher present when using the spray paint. Okay, you can never spray paint on your own. Second, if you spray paint something that you're not supposed to, like someone else's work or someone else, you will be banned from the lab, and it will be an immediate write-up. Okay, there is the excuse that I accidentally, like the nozzle was facing the wrong direction and I accidentally sprayed them. It's not a valid excuse. You need to make sure that the nozzle, so here's our nozzle right there. You need to make sure that the nozzle is pointed in the direction that you want to be spraying. The nozzle's accidentally turned a direction and you spray somebody, that's still a write-up. You're still going to be banned from this room. So always make sure that your nozzle, right there, is facing what you want to actually be spraying. So what we're going to be spraying to start off with is this paper right here. It just looks like normal paper, but on the back of it, it says Laser Dark Premium Transfer Paper. Okay, and this paper is actually heat press paper that we're going to cut out and then heat press to the mouse pad. Okay, so before you begin, you should get one of these sheets of paper that say the Laser Dark Premium Transfer Paper on the back. You're going to get one of these sheets of paper. Please write your name on the back of the sheet of paper before you begin. Okay? So the first thing that you do before you spray paint, this is really important that you do this before you spray paint, is write your name right here on the back of the paper. Okay? Then you're going to take this sheet of paper. You can just kind of place it. Now, if you take a look in the room, I am on the table that has this, it's kind of like a paper. We're going to be spray painting on this paper only. Okay, there's a couple other desks in the room. Okay, you do not spray paint on anything except for this table. The reason for that is we don't want to get spray paint anywhere else. So as you can see, like for the hello, this is green, and when I spray painted that, you can see the outline of where I spray painted that all green. That's okay, I can just cut this paper off, throw it in the garbage. If this was on the table, it'd be a real pain to clean up. And by the way, if you accidentally make a mess in here, it's your job to clean it up. Well, how do you clean it up? If you look over here in the corner, there is a sink right here, okay, with running water. Right over here, there are paper towels, okay, so you make a mess. You need to clean it up. There's the sink, there's the paper towels to do it. All right, so first thing that I want to do is I want to spray paint this sheet of paper. And we have a number of colors to choose from. I think I'm going to make this one kind of this blue here. So I'm going to pop the top off the blue. It's hard to do this holding the camera too. Hold on one second. All right. Now this isn't a big deal that this cap came off right here. I can just take this, put this on. Now when I put this back on, don't push too hard, because if you push too hard, you'll see like it starts to spray. Now what you want to do is shake the can a lot. You hear that there's like a metal ball that's inside of there. You really want to spray that metal ball around a lot. So we're going to shake up the spray paint for, about 30 seconds or so. We really want to give this a good shake. When you're spray painting, we're going to want to be about 6 to 10 inches away from the paper. And we're only going to make one pass on the paper. So it's okay if you notice when we look at this, there's a little bit of white. Okay, that's okay. we wanted that to be like a more consistent color all the way through, we would actually do 2 coats. Okay, you want to do 2 coats rather than putting on a lot at once. All right. So I've been shaking this up. Okay, so if you notice, you want to hold the can at about a 45-degree angle to the paper. Okay, so this is about 45 degrees to the paper. And then you just want to do a quick cross. Cross across. All right. So that looks pretty good to me. All right. So I actually did not the best job. If you kind of notice right here, okay, that was a little bit too much paint. All right, kind of bubbled up a little bit. So I had a little bit too much paint right there. This is pretty even over here though, pretty even down here. Maybe a little bit too much paint right there. Okay, so you really, when you're going across, you really want to move the spray can back and forth pretty quickly. Now that we have this done, this is, of course, wet paint, okay? So you're going to want to carefully pick this up. All right, we're going to carefully pick this up, and I'm going to move this over to this table, and we need to let this dry now over here for about 24 hours, so a day. So you're just going to put this piece over here and let this dry, and then you can go back to the computer and start the computer process.